Welcome back to the channel, guys. So I've rearranged my cabin a bit, just laid some bit of wood flooring today. Like I say, it's probably painting later, but the wood's getting there slowly, you know, then a bit of paint, it'll look better. So I'm going to cook something different tonight, just something plain and simple. Let's see how this one turns out. I'll show you the cabin a little bit, see what you think. So I finally built a shelf for all my bits and junk to go on. Put my laptop on there and things like that. Of course, up my window today. That's just the light, I just feed it through. It's not special, but it's getting there slowly. Just put all this wood flooring down today, so it all needs a paint in summertime when it's all dried out properly. So if I get a better view, so it looks a bit better slowly. Little shelf up there and things. I've put my toilet up here. I will board this at some point, just for temporary. I've put a sheet on it, just a bit of privacy, as you can tell. And my little toilet will be in there. I will wood this floor at some point. We've done down there. I've just run out of wood, so can't do this yet. I've built a wood store there, so then the heat from the... Because what it is a lot of leaks under here. So in summer I'm going to finally stop the edges leaking at the bottoms. Stop all this leaking, but I'm going to put a wood floor on top. I have stopped a lot of leaking. It used to be more flooded than this. This is just a bit of damp. Plus when I walk in from outside, because it were all plastic, it used to trail in. But I will. Got my fire going. We're going to cook on that shortly. I've got my bed up here. That is an air bed, but I haven't pumped it up. It was pumped up, but it's gone flat, so we're not pumping it up for a while. I'm going to get a second mattress for that. So then that's second bed for summertime. There's only me who comes up here. I did actually make a bunk bed because just in case my mates come, but they don't like coming to the cabin because they're not into that really. They're always too cold and things. They don't like coming out in cold. So as you can tell, I've got a lot of cut wood. It's all wet, but I'm letting it all dry out. That's why I made this little bench thing to put all the wood on it so it can all dry. Next at fire, and I put a few pieces on the side of it. So, but it's getting there slowly. I'll paint it all in summertime. I'll varnish all the floor or something so it looks a lot better. That's my little chair slash, if anyone else comes and you have 3 people, you can turn it up, you can use it as a bed. It's just a bit smaller than 6 foot. My legs hang off end of it. But it's getting there slowly. I've got my solar panels and things all hooked up. 100 watt. I've got an 150 watt solar panel, 48 volts. But because I have this charge controller here, but we've been Chinese, I don't fully trust it. It's meant to convert it down from 48 volts to 12 volt, but I don't trust it. For one, it's a bit old, and for two, it has got, I know circuit protection does work because it has tripped out before and tripped fuses properly, you know, and things like that, and tripped the controller. So I do know it works, but I don't trust it for like getting wrong voltages from the 48 volts, converted it down to 12 volt, which my battery runs off. So what I'd done was I got a step down controller, £20 off Amazon. So I've got 48 volts coming in. I won't put my fingers on it. It's only 48 volts anyway, it don't really do much. So I've got a fuse there, so then that can trip out the fuse panel if it does oversurge or short circuit. So that's my fuse going into my step down controller, which is converted from 48 volts from the 150 watt 48 volt solar panel down to 12 volts. Then it's running down a wire here, and that's running directly into the solar panel input of that. The battery, I've wired it into this consumer unit here. I am gonna, what it is because this solar panel, that trip switch is not, they're not for AC. So I'm gonna have to get a DC consumer unit, because this is, I thought it was DC when I bought it, but it mustn't have been. Because it says AC on the MCB, so it probably won't trip really, so I don't want to risk it, so I always have a backup. We've got the 12 volt battery coming into here, then it comes back out of here front load into the charge controller. Then of course my load, all I'm powering off this is 12 volt set of lights for the cabin lights, as you can tell when they charge up. I need to pin all these wires up, I just haven't done it yet. I just sort of took them up a bit like this. I know it looks a bit of a mess at the minute, but we're wiring, so I just pull it a bit tighter. I usually just tuck them up there best I can so it looks straight and neat. But now, I'm not really boarding roof, so just try to get that to stay up there. And I've unplugged a couple of them just to save a bit of power, because the more lights you have on, the more power you need, so I don't really need that. So if one goes, at least I've got a spare, but I've got one there, and I've got two up there, one in the middle, one there. I've turned that one off. Can actually disconnect that and pull it off shortly. The weather's a bit bad at the minute, so I've only been getting hardly no amperage, 0.1 amps, but we are in a wood, and it's been very cloudy and dark days. There's been no sun much, really. It's been getting a bit of voltage, but it's getting 25 volts somewhere instead of 48 volts power, what I've been reading on multimeter, so it's getting about 24 volts. I'm getting a constant 0.1 amp per second, which is not really. So we will see in summer how many amps we can get. So hopefully it charges up better, of course. So I'm not getting enough power really with that. I might have to think about wind power or something different, but we don't really have much wind half the time. It's alright if you got wind, but if you don't have wind you can't charge it up still. So sometimes I have to I use these. If it's really low, I use them, then charge the main battery up with them, so then I can still use the main lights and stuff. So I'm going to cook something to eat now. So before we start, get the wood and things in here. It's hot, really hot. I won't recommend anyone do that with their hands. I'm used to it because I've got asbestos hands, like I said. I know it's still a bit dangerous, but if you're quick enough it don't burn. That's how quick you are. Plenty of wood on fire, get it all lit up. I don't bother taking screws out, I just empty it all out later. Put that top back on for a minute. Then we'll get the pan and stuff and let's make some food. I don't know if you can see me at the same time as cooking, but I tried getting both angles into one so you can see. I know it's just cooking, you know what I mean, but it's fun to watch, isn't it? Right, so I'm going to take this off, so then we'll get more flavour to the top. What I'm thinking of doing is debating whether to cook them in there or in the pan. We'll do it in the pan. What we'll do is cook so many, then I'll put them in there when they're done. So tonight's video I won't really plan on doing one. I was just in the cabin and thought I'd do one, cook a bit of food, let you watch and all that. Thank you for watching everyone, thank you for viewers and subscribers. And if you could, more subscribers will help the channel grow, and then I can start, I will be doing more if I can, it'll help me grow. Things happening, it's all on you guys, thank you for helping me, and that's genuine, without sounding like I'm grovelling, but it does help. But I'm still going to keep posting. I'm going to try my best because I enjoy it, making food and posting and going places and recording. I like talking, as you can tell. I will be doing beach walks, going places like villages still and things like that, like I normally do. I will be doing more nighttime camping, especially in summer in cabin and things, and I can show you what happens around here and things, if there's anything going on at that time. Some out the campers come and things, but for now it's middle of winter, isn't it? So you only have winter campers who come. So I'll sometimes do some abandoned buildings and things, because sometimes that's an adventure as well. So I'll put that on there. Sorry about talking so much, I talk a lot. Here we go. And today's food, I did say it's nothing special because I wasn't really planning on coming. I just brought some with me just in case I got hungry. I'm still not really hungry, but I'm going to eat some because I better eat some. I don't really eat much meat, but I bring some to eat. Sometimes I do need to eat. I ain't feeling hungry. I did have a Lion bar earlier, but so all I brought is some of these because I thought I'd have these for tea. Some chips. I don't know what bleep then. So if you heard a beep then on my phone, just give me a bag. So yeah, we'll put this spray a bit on top, then we'll turn them over. So I don't know how these are going to turn out, but we will see. It's alright, but I've let it cool down too much now. What I'm going to have to do is probably swap it to that pan, because it is a bit small, this pan. Keep flipping them about so they flip over and stuff, but I need to get some right tackle. The thing is, I put the cabin up, and this pan is a bit small. It's what I bought, and it was something to cook on, but it's too small for chips, and it's small. Because that's a handful of chips, and because I'm only eating chips, I could have brought some sausage with me what I had, but I just wanted a few chips. You know, I don't really eat much. I restrict my diet sometimes. It's not always good for me. I restrict my diet. I don't really. The other night I had a pizza. Sometimes I'll have a pizza. Sometimes I'll just have chips. One pie sometimes if I don't feel that hungry. But with me, because I skip meals, I don't eat all day. I end up going past hunger. So then I'm like, well, I better eat. To eat something and get some nutrition or something. I know this isn't right nutrition, not very good for nutrients, as I say. So this looks like it's going to take a little bit to eat up this. So what I'll do is I'll fast forward a bit and let you see when it's cooking. So in a minute, I think I'm just going to eat them because they're starting to golden a bit, but they're all breaking. Every time I do this with fork, I just all break. That. I might try better oil next time. I don't think this stuff's very good. I won't set brand of it, but that one cow spray I don't think is very good. Well, it is, but you just have to leave them about an hour and keep putting as much oil as you can in. Really, I've just used half a bottle. Even with bacon and stuff, you end up using half a bottle because it dries up that quick. It just doesn't even cook. Just, I think I'm going to call it a do it that they're brown enough, golden brown. So that's what they look like. Put my lid back on my fire wherever I've done with it. Sit side down here. Actually, I want to put some, I'll leave them on a minute. I'm going to put some water in kettle and boil up the kettle. Well, it's plain, so I'll take that off next. So, I'm going to eat these chips. They don't look too bad, but most of them are broken off. So I'll put my kettle on stove, make a coffee, and they don't look too bad. So to cook them, it took me 35 minutes. They don't look too bad. They're starting to brown off now, but they're a bit, some are a bit broken, but at least they look cooked now. So it's good. So let's taste nice and fluffy and a little bit of crisp. Look good now. Really, I think I was just turning them too much with fork or something. I should just let them cook properly. But I used quite a lot of that one cal to get my brown off and crisp off, though. It took a bit of time because otherwise they just stuck to the bottom of the pan. But it tastes very crispy, fluffy, good chips. That one looks a little bit brown but rawish. Soft in the middle, hot, but just not fully cooked. Not saying I'm best cook, but of course, because I'm not. Usually when I'm at home, like I put them in air fryer for like 20 minutes and they're cooked. Whereas I'm getting used to cooking them on camping stoves, things like that. But I think I'm going to use proper cooking oil when I come camping. Because that one cal, you literally just spray to get it to start browning. I literally took 35 minutes to get it to start finally browning and actually toughening up a bit. That one was nice. But even with that one cal, it doesn't even taste like oil. It tastes more like a water or something like. Even that one cal though, it's not even oil, is it? It's rapeseed oil. But they're not bad chips. Since I didn't get that many, if I'm hungry after these, I might cook some more. But I think I'll just be alright with these. I don't really feel that hungry anyway. That one was a bit hard in the middle, but it was brown on the outside. But it is what it is. I could have brought some sausage with me and had sausage and chips. I had 2 eggs at home, what I need to eat up, but could have had sausage and chips, but I didn't. So, do you want to give me a rating on how well you think I did this? I would say I'd give it a rating with a flavour. Some are a bit soft, some are a bit hard. I'd say 3 out of 10. What about you guys? What do you say? Would you say 5? Would you say 2? I'd say about a 3 out of 10. It ain't bad, it's edible. Some are nice and crispy and fluffy. They are soft in the middle, not too hard. I'm still going to enjoy them though. They're hot, they're nice. I love the little ones though, because they are crispy. But like, when you see what I mean, it's hardly cooked, it didn't even brown hardly. So, some look brown, but some look pure white. Like I look, I've eaten all brown ones now. But even ones, I've dropped one off. Even ones that are brown, if you look, one side's pure white and one side's browned a bit. Well, nice chip like that, but I'm not going to use that rapeseed oil. It's not bad, even with an egg though, literally you spray it on, you like this, it just spits oil. The egg takes a bit of cook and rather stick to proper cooking oil, you can't beat proper cooking oil. I know it's a bit more unhealthier, but it cooks better. I've all messing about to do. But they are beautiful chips, so hope you guys have something nice for tea. What's funny is when you're on YouTube or somewhere, when you're watching YouTube and someone cooks something and you aren't eating and you're like, that looks so beautiful. I'm watching I don't know which guy he was, a camper, and he's got a shaved head, and I can't remember his name, but it's another camper. It's not English Woodsman or all, but it's another one. And he built, I think he made a insulation tent box house thing. You'll probably know him by that. And I was watching him and he got a calzone maker and it looked beautiful when he'd done it. But why is it when you're hungry, someone on YouTube, I know you can't see me right well because my tripod's not the best. So I have to duck a bit for you to see me because my other tripod, this one, what I bought, it's gone dead. So it keeps just shutting off really, it just keeps going off. So I need to charge it. But because I was busy cooking, I couldn't charge it and things. So I have to duck like this so you can see me, because that just, it aims too far down because it's broken as a stand. It's not the best unless I put it higher, but I have no way to put it higher. So what is it when you're starving? Someone always puts food on YouTube, or English Woodsman or something, when he had a sausage and bean burger over there. It looked beautiful. But tell you what I will make at some point, I'll make some bacon and cheese, not bacon and cheese, burger and cheeseburgers. I'll make some of them. Maybe I've done bacon before, so I'll make some burger and cheese in my next video. I think we'll try. I'll try remember to get some burgers and some cheese slices or something, or proper cheese, one or other. So I'm gonna have a coffee now, eat this, and that's about it really. Just chill out, watch some telly. If you've come this far and watched the video, thank you all. If you can watch it all the way through, thank you all. You've really helped the channel for watching all the way through, because that's what we have to do in it. I'm trying. Hopefully you can stay till the end. Thank you if you have. I know a lot of people get bored, but hopefully you can enjoy what I talk about and things like that. And I'm trying to come up with new things to do and things. For the channel, it's good if people can watch the end. It does help a lot. So now I'm just going to wash my plates and stuff up. I don't use that sponge because it doesn't matter how clean they get black, and I haven't got a sponge with me. So what I've got to do is got some kitchen roll. So this is how I'm washing it today. Put warm water in. So it was a nice meal, nice chips. So I actually, when the camera went dead, but I actually really did enjoy them. They actually tasted pretty good. So this is how I'm going to have to wash it for a minute. Use this as a cloth. It's not the best, but better than no. Then the thing is, when you leave something wet in here, it can go mouldy. So rather, luckily that's why I get these stainless steel pans, because any damp in this cabin, when it's cold and wet, it can go mouldy. So that's why I like to make sure they're dry. Then I put them in my box in a sealed container, so you can't get moisture. So that's all I can do for a minute. I will buy some more cloths for up here, but the thing is, they just get dirty straight away as soon as you wash them up. So really, pretty much chuck them away straight away. So I might just use kitchen towel from now on. Just buy kitchen towel for up here. They just get dirty, and it's a waste of time. Plus, when they're on side damp and stuff, they get mould and stuff. So I'll just use kitchen towel in future. Just give it a couple little. What I keep these for mainly is so I can wipe the sink down. I don't mind if I do it for wiping the sink or worktop. Just what you get when it's a wet damp cabin. It's not the best. It's not wet, it's just a lot of air gets in, so it's going to get a bit damp and mouldy. It's not like a proper sealed cabin, tanked out and all that. And they're there, so they can go in the bathroom with them. So I've brought one of them for when I do a pizza next time. Grill plate, and that's kept up here now, so I can put a pizza on it and cook it. So guys, hope you enjoyed the video. Please, if you can, subscribe. Well, the channel will grow. It helps my algorithm and things like that, so that I can post out more videos, which I will be doing anyway, because I do enjoy it. I know a lot of people say don't ask to subscribe, but the thing is, like, if you don't ask, sometimes people forget that fire we were doing earlier. Well, it started going on its own now. It went out a minute ago, now it's going again. It's so temperamental. You try get going, don't want to go, then you leave it, it starts going. So the batteries are now dead, so I'm letting this fire burnt rest at wood off. Now it's going, let that burnt rest at wood off die down. The batteries are now dead, so I've got 2 bars on one battery and that one's totally dead, so I will be going in a minute. I'm going to go home, take these wet socks off, because when you're outside, all these, I need some new shoes, all the muddy bit out there, but I've put a bit of woody plank area, so I'm not stood in mud all the time. But it's when I go around that side now, because I had to go get some wood and do stuff with that. The feet got all wet again, because all muddy, boggy floor. But now I've got wood, I shouldn't get as wet now, and I put wood floor in here, so all mud don't get trailed in as easy. So, you'll see what my next video brings, and thank you for watching. Thank you if you stayed all the way to end. But thank you all for watching, and I'll see you all on the next video. Bye for now.